I just want to start off by saying the UW Huskies got snubbed in the playoffs, but it's okay. We finished strong.
Think they win out, they'll get into the number 4 spot then?
I'm hoping for a number 3.
Ooh.
There you go.
Michigan got to play Ohio State, so that can help us out.
But they can't rise above that?
Hmm?
I mean, why not say number 1?
2 or 3.
Okay.
Don't want to get greedy.
Yeah. We'll let someone else play Alabama. Not saying that we can't beat them, but it'll be better to play on the West Coast.
There you go.
Yeah, you didn't know I knew about that. I'm biased.
Nice to know you're paying attention.
Go.
John's got a good question.
Okay. Russ was just talking about the offense kind of getting going, turning a corner. What do you see in the offense, and how close do you guys feel like you are?
I feel like we're really close. I think the number one thing that we need to correct is penalties, first and foremost. Being able to start drives first and 20 are not going to help us out, and it's going to just get you out of rhythm, and it makes converting on third down pretty hard when you get third and longs and stuff like that. It makes it real tough.
Has there been a theme? I mean, you guys have done this before where we're asking you the same questions about, there's always sort of a lag in midseason. It feels like the offense has had a bad game or two, and then you just take off in the second half of the season. Is there some sort of theme, or do you feel like there's ever been a reason why that kind of happens every year?
I couldn't even tell you. It's just getting our football right and just being accountable to one another to be able to execute the plays that we run out there to the best of our ability, and then just playing smart. Just not making the dumb penalty or just being able to just draw us back from what we're trying to accomplish.
Has it been different? I mean, Russell obviously has had the obvious reasons for why he's not running and scrambling around quite as much. You guys have always gotten so many big plays when he sort of breaks out of the pocket, rush, and you or Doug or whatever end up 40 yards downfield, catch a pass from him. I mean, so there hasn't maybe been as much of that as. I mean, if that the kind of if that came back, that would count a lot.
Just like throwing the ball down the field, or
yeah, well, just in his ability to sort of make those plays, those kind of scramble plays that you guys have always had so many of. It feels like in the past.
So what was your question?
I guess the question is that, do you feel like that's been missing? Is that a part of it that's been missing? I mean,
The scrambling aspect?
Yeah.
I mean, you can make that argument, but at the end of the day, we have to go out there and execute individually. And I think, for us, to get to the plays we want to, we got to get in a rhythm, and we got to stay on schedule. And just the penalties, man, is really killing us.
With those penalties and those issues, only 19 plays in the first half, similar to before. How frustrating are those halves where you can't even kind of get going?
It's definitely frustrating because you're trying to get a rhythm out there, see what they're doing with certain formations, and trying to get into your playbook. But when you're constantly trying to gain back yards that we lost already, it kind of gets hard to set up certain plays and stuff like that and be able to get on the schedule.
We see the hat. What's Veterans Day mean in your family?
Big military family, and for me, and just, what that day means for our country and all of those who served and fought for this country and gave us the freedom that we have. It's important to me, and I'm pretty sure it's important to a lot of the players on this team. And I support the military family wholeheartedly. I have a foundation that supports military families, so it's going to be a lot of fun to be able to wear that Army sticker on the back of my helmet. My dad was in the Army, so I'm going to wear that with a lot of pride.
Along those lines, you're the Salute to Service nominee for this team. Just given your background, what does that mean to you to have that?
It means a lot, that the players recognize the work that I'm doing in military families and in the community, and just their support ultimately with helping me do that. So it means a lot to be able to make a difference.
It's got to be frustrating for you. A few games we've seen, the last couple of games where you've got the offensive penalty against you. Do you feel like maybe the referees are targeting you because you seem to be able to not get away with stuff that the other receivers on the other team seem to be pushing off the defenders?
Welcome to the Seahawks. I could say a lot of things, but I guess I just got to clean up my game and play better, I guess. that's what you want to call it.
What does that mean exactly?
I don't know what is it. I don't know why I get the OPI calls. I've never had this many OPI calls ever. So it's just something I gotta just be conscious of when I'm out there, knowing that they are looking at me and nitpicking at everything that I could possibly do out there. So just gotta be aware.
Looking at the Bills, what have you seen from their defense?
They're just real scrappy. They swarm to the ball, but just gotta just execute and focus on what we can control. And I think it ultimately all comes down to us and how we execute our game plan and how we go out there and perform.
Anything else, guys? Thank you.
Great.